Let me calm down.
Oh, God. I love when love resides.
Welcome to my little corner. It's Dejana Avi, and it's strictly academic. I did my makeup. This is the first time you guys are seeing me with makeup on. Here's it up close. I put mascara on. That's the only thing I'm going to talk about, my makeup, because I feel like my eyes bulge out because my brown eyes are so prominent to me, I think. Especially with my skin tone and hair and the fact that I'm wearing a black shirt, it like pops out a lot more. So I put on mascara, and I put it on very close to my what you would call it, my eye line, like the water line. It's not the water line, it's the top line. So it's like darker here, so like my eyes don't pop out as much. I was gonna put on fake lashes, but then I have to wash my face and watch how I wash my face, so my eyelashes don't come off, and I'm not doing that because, girl, I've never gotten my lashes done by a tician, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, to the video, we are, drum roll, but without the actual drum roll. Okay, we're doing how many audiobooks can I read in a week? I'm actually starting this on Saturday because I have work in the week and I would like to do that. And also, I'm very excited for this video because I have a lot of books that I want to get to. There's a lot of books that I want to finish, and there's a lot of books that I have for another video. I probably will also record that this week, so you'll get this video after you get the other video that becomes before this, and that one's gonna be a haul. So if you see that before this, of course you did, you know what I'm saying? So you'll see this one, but this one I'm gonna act like you haven't seen my haul, or that you have seen my haul. I don't really know how I'm gonna word my words in this moment, but you're gonna feel it, okay? So, yeah, let's get to it. I'm not going to show you all of the books that I want to read as an audiobook because that'd be ruining the surprise. That's crazy. But I want to tell you what first book I'm going to start with. It's because it's the book that I have yet not read out of my haul and out of the books that I also want to read as an audiobook because I found out that they were an audiobook. So I have 2 other books that I'm reading as an audiobook. And I read them. I read like half of them. Oh no. One of them I read, and then I found that it was an audiobook on my public library app. And so I'm finishing that because I just can't read it anymore. And then the other one I fully did immersive reading, and I'm literally so sad that I'm going to finish it. I had to take a break because if the next time I listen to it, I'm finishing it. And I cried. Here's the video of me crying. I had to take a video because I knew I was about to break down. Because I'm going to cry about it now. Because it talks about stuff like, it like directly hits the characters. But it's also just such a sad topic. And that topic has always hit me ever since I found out about what it was. And I'll finish it, but I'll talk about it more. But I literally because like, what if they don't fall in love? Anyways, oh no, I'm gonna ruin my makeup. Oh my god. But it's like, what if what if they don't fall in love? I can't handle it. like that. And then like if they do fall in love, I'm gonna cry harder because that's like so, like, it's so beautiful to me. But also I did not like it at the beginning because I was very mad at the man, because if you read it, I just can't explain it. Maybe I'll explain it once the book comes out, but let me calm down. Oh, it's so, I can't. I'll talk about it more. I'll talk about it more. I'll talk about it more when the book comes out during the week, because I'll probably read that last. But the first book that I'm gonna read is Bella Hook's All About Love. When I got this book, it's part of the haul, so you'll see it again. I got this book and I was gonna make a video about it, and then I didn't. What the hell? And then I didn't. But basically this book is an analytical literary fiction, but without fiction. It's a nonfiction. So basically she talks about love and different relationships and different misconceptions of it and different ways that you can do it. It's not just all about the typical love with relationships or with your family or anything like that. Things like that. It also includes some like social economic things. Not economic, social, like social, it's like very social science. So that's what I'm giving. It's giving. And like how you connect with other people and things like racism, feminism, and those type of things. So I really wanted to get into this because what was the last book I read? Yeah, it was the book that I literally just cried about. And before that, it was the book that I got with this other book, and I matched the books that I got when I went down there. I wore an all red outfit. I wore a red outfit, a red shirt with like pajama black pants and white Crocs, and my hair was longer. So that's what that was. And I was not expecting to get this book, or was I? I think I was, because I've been, just like James Baldwin, this was another author and another person that I wanted to get into, and she only has a few books out. So I was really wanting to do that. I find it really nice because in the back it says, each offering from Bell Hooks is a major event, as she has so much to give us, Maya Angelou. So I'm very excited. So let's start with this book and see what comes of it. I already have what I know as my tabs. Blue is where she critiques common misunderstandings or limited views of love. Purple is for the actions, behaviors, and attitudes that is identified as embodying or hindering love in these specific contexts, power, vulnerability, and communications. And then yellow is, for me personally, something that's something else, whatever pops out to me, I'm going to do in yellow. I really want to get annotation tabs that fit this. So like different shades of red, but I think that would just be pink, and that's kind of boring because some of my other books have pink in it as my tabs, and I think these will like pop out. I really love paperbacks. I don't like hardcovers because I have a lot of like college books that are hardcover, and I think that those are like specifically for like when I'm feeling academic. So that's my kind of thing. And then these are my like fun ones. But let's get in this book. Enough talking. I have work in the morning, so I'm gonna start this when I get back home. You'll see me then. Okay, I'm back from work. This is gonna be quick. I got snacks. There's the snacks. Not very healthy, but I like to munch on things. That is a cheese Danish. I bought a shirt. We're a block down from where I work. It has a hood. Very cute. Looked for some records that were in Mandarin. They didn't have any. They had a lot in like Korean. They didn't have a lot. They had a section. They were mostly Korean or Japanese. So couldn't do that. Sorry, I'm tired. So my voice goes low. But whatever. My sister says it's not low, so I believe her. Because younger sisters always tell the truth. Got the shirt from B-Slides. And now I'm going to wash off my makeup because I'm going to be laying in bed. And then after I read for a certain amount of hours, I'm thinking till it gets dark or until I feel like I've been exhausted by the book. That's usually like, it's like a mood reading basically, but it's more of a mood of like, I can only access so much from this book. I can only be intrigued by my ADHD brain. And I have a better way of explaining it, but I've been up for over 24 hours now, so I'm gonna have a hefty sleep, and I made it a goal to read this week, to do these audiobooks. So let's get into it. Yeah. So, this is the clip from 2 days later than the first clip because we started on Saturday. It is now Monday. I went to sleep on Saturday because I got very annoyed because the app that I use for my audiobooks, all of the limit was used, or it came up to the limit, so I couldn't start any new audiobooks. So I had to go on YouTube, and I wanted to set a whole new vibe, have my new expectations for the next day. So I started reading on Sunday. Sunday was off, and I read up to chapter 6 because I really don't like the book. I really don't like it. The audiobook, one of them skips sections, and the other one completely, like they say end quote, start quote, end quote. They talk to like the listeners. They stutter. It's not really my thing. It's a nice, casual little environment, but it's not what I was looking for, and I was not expecting it. So I got a little, dismantled. But having that and then also not liking the topics that were talked about, it's not that I don't like the topics, it's the fact that I have thought about these topics since I was in 3rd grade. So there's nothing new that is coming to me from reading this book. And I feel like the book is very repetitive. The only thing I will say is that I do like the fact that she takes quotes from other people about love, but she doesn't have anything of her own. She doesn't say anything yet that could say, well, she's got her own opinions on something. So I'm very discouraged about reading the rest of it. So I ended up not reading the rest. So far, I just watched YouTube videos and ate my sour candy, drank coffee, and just vibed out until probably like 12 in the afternoon. I did not go to sleep on Saturday night. And around 8, and then I took a nap, got ready, and headed out to go hang out with my sister. In this clip, you can see we are out at lunch at Roland's. She had lobster ravioli and I had lobster mac and cheese. We both had mules, but they did not taste of ginger beer. They tasted like straight Tito's, and that's not the vibe. So I got a pink lemonade and she got an espresso martini. And then we went around the shops before that. We got fruit juices. She got a carrot and apple, I think, and I got like kale, pineapple, apple, lemonade, and mint. Mine was the Mermaid View. Hers was like Dawn something at this place. And then we went to play basketball. She lost because she ended up not wanting to play anymore. We were playing horse. Went to Target. I know, don't go to Target, but listen, I don't know where else to find blue light glasses. I need my blue light glasses, and I lost them. I lost my blue light glasses. I do have one pair, but they're also from Target, and I hate the style. So I had to go buy some new ones. I got an electrolyte because it's my favorite drink of all time. It's full of electrolytes. It tastes like I can be healthy and also fruity at the same time. And then we went home. I went back to where I stay, and she went to go do what she did. So now I'm gonna hop on and listen after I get myself together and hopefully finish or get through some of the chapters for this book, and you'll see my opinions either when I finish or when I feel like it's something more to say about the book. So you'll see me in a minute or in a second, whichever one may come first.
JP.
I just finished it. Here are my things. I don't have a rating. I'm going to rate at the end. It's very academic, where I feel like something like a bibliography would be in the back. So if you're wondering what kind of writing, it's like she's a professor, or you're giving it to a professor, and it's very manual. It's a I need to reread, not a I want to reread. I need to reread this because I feel like if I would have just read this without an audiobook, I would have liked it more. And I want to go in on the topics that I thought about as a child, or since I was in 3rd grade. And I feel like I'll like the book more if I have that. But I also feel like the tabs and me reading it in an academic way ruined it because it was already academic. That doesn't mix well with me. So there was that. What else? I don't know. That's pretty much it. I just really wanted to get this over with. I really wanted to get it over with. I finished at 2:43 in the morning. So I really sat down and read. But that last chapter, I just wanted it to be over with. This is like if you watched The Notebook and got the ick after people said The Notebook is weird, or like, you know how much, like, you watched The Notebook, loved The Notebook, and then years later when you're a grown up, people hate on The Notebook, and now you get an ick from The Notebook, but like still love it, and then someone told you to read the book. Don't you dare. I will never do that. Don't you dare. That's exactly what it is for me, because it's exactly how I feel, and that's how my life is with The Notebook. I know about love. I love love. I have my own feelings about love. But do I really want to go into it? Do I really want to go into it the same way I did when I was in 3rd grade? No. We've been there, done that. Yeah, girl. Yeah, dog. So, yeah, I don't know. I just thought she was gonna put her little spin on it, you know, speak something to me. And I didn't get nothing. I didn't get nothing. Now, will I say she did her research, she did her thing? I will. She ate down. She ate down. Don't get it twisted. She ate down. Okay? She did her research. Okay? The amount of quotes from other people about love that she has in this thing, crazy. She did her research. Okay? I don't remember that many quotes about one subject, let alone can find it and put it in a book. Is that my dream? Yes. Yes. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Cause I like the juke. I like to trip out. You know what I said? Oh God. Don't know why I just said that. But you get the feeling. You get the feeling. Not for me, but like low key for it. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with this. I'm gonna rate it at the end because the way I want to rate the way I want to rate it is.
Ray, cut it out. You're gonna make it mad.
I don't like that. The way I want to rate it is how I feel right now, and that's a really low score. But if I think about it in the sense of should it have been a book, I want to rate it high. So I'm gonna wait on the point system that I have, that we all know and love, that I just brought into the channel. I'm gonna do that because it hits a lot of points. It hits a lot of points. So that's I'm gonna leave off that book, and we'll come back to it at the end of this video. Okay.
JP.
Because tonight will be the night that...
What?
Peep the glasses. Also peep that it's Thursday. It's Thursday night. And maybe questioning, why are you just in your 2nd book? Because I'm getting this back. Because I'm getting this money.
I am.
Straight up.
Oh yeah. Shut up, be like a pizza, you heard me?
Yeah.
Out here thugging my boy.
How many
walk.
money chains them is, G?
Shit, 65, you heard me?
What your money on your shoes for?
I mean, I walk to the money.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Money on my watch. I mean, time is money. Money on my phone. I mean, I talk to the money. Money on my chain. I mean, the money hang with me.
Already.
Money on my hat. That mean money on my mind. Money on my gray bandana.
Yeah.
That mean the money on my mind. Money on my Kool-Aid. That mean my money sweet.
Oh yeah, G. What is on your shade for?
Shades, I mean, I see the money, you heard me? Out here thugging, you feel me? Just chilling. 65 money chain.
Okay, shorty. Getting this money. Okay? Days that I don't work, I'm working. And the reason I can't work on a certain day that I usually work is because I'm going to work. As
Facts. You heard.
Talking about, I got talent. Actually, I don't know. Quite frankly, don't ask me. I don't like talking about it no more. But we're reading this. I'm on chapter 24. There is, how many chapters are there? If you don't know what this, how many chapters are in this book? Let me see. I'll get this for you. Hold on. Historical notes. You should put that in the beginning. 46. There's 46. Also, sorry that I'm not so demure. I'm so sorry. I really be trying these days, but some people make me think I want to turn into John Wick. And the other one, what's a good person? Who's a good person? The teacher from Matilda. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna say that, did you? Yeah. Who else? You know what? let's really sit down and think. Okay. Let's think of who you would compare yourself into. Comment below. Demure and a comparison of John Wick, because there's no comparison. Can't label John Wick actions in a word. And don't you dare say ludicrous. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I don't got big hands. I got voluptuous ones. All right. All right. Let me think. I'm not even thinking. Who's really demure in this bitch? I'm trying to think movies. Man's from Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah. 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 Don't even play. You know that man was so demure. Even when he had it. He had it. And if we were to be John Wick. Oh, what's his name? Vin Diesel. Yeah. Wesley Snipes. I don't know. This goes into both categories. Demure and John Wick. Wesley Snipes in Blade. My favorite movie. Quote, end quote. As for this book, I almost forgot to mention, this is a dystopian book. That's all I'm going to tell you. If you don't know what this book is, go look it up. Go look it up. As for the book, this is a dystopian book where the government makes women have babies for other people. And they basically have no type of freedom. You know, they can do certain things, but they can't read, they can't write. And this feels like it's a diary of the main character. But in the book, I've said this in the last video, I think she can't actually read or write in the actual book. As for tabs, I have light blue for Aunt Lydia, because I think at the end of the book, once I'm done reading, if I just go back and read what Aunt or Aunt Lydia says, I think it'll do something. It'll do something to how I feel about this book. And then dark blue is for wording, like ways that Margaret Atwood has written for this story. I feel like, I don't know. Once I find something that I like, I usually tab it. We have pink for just something. Something just crawls out of the depths. Let me see. Is a graph showing the birth certificate per 1,000 for years and years. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I did that. I have to rewrite it. Let me see if there's another example. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't ruin that. Oh, okay, that's what that said. Oh, yeah. Can't say any of that. It's just like when I have like, what do you mean? Basically. Most of them is, what do you mean? And then yellow is for when the chapter is called night. I just feel like that's kind of creepy. And also, there's a lot of night in here. So, I did that. Let me see how many times it says night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. It needed to be tabbed. Onto the book. Here I am, a couple chapters in, you know, a couple YouTube videos in, playing in the background, a about an hour into it, almost 2 hours, and something about pausing on YouTube just aggravates me. It aggravates me. Especially when I want to annotate. And here's the thing. I just keep pausing with the tap of my finger on the screen. And it comes to me. It comes to me. Use the space bar button on my keypad. You know, the extra keypad that you buy with your iPad. Great investment. Great investment. If you get that money from college, you get that, buy it on an iPad. Buy a little Apple Pencil. You don't know what you're going to use it for? Don't worry. Don't worry, buy it. Now, mine's a couple years back. But when I bought it, it was prime time. Prime time. Okay, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't mind the mess. If you don't like how my bed's set up, I don't care if it's not aesthetically pleasing. Okay, this tap was enough. That's my aesthetic pleasing. Right here. This little thing right there. Yo. Ya dog. Ya dog. It ate. And I just had to let y'all know that it ate. It did real well. Because Aunt Lydia keep talking. Aunt Lydia keep coming up. She loved that girl. She loved that girl. That girl is her mother. Okay, even though she do be talking about her mother, she know every quote. Every spatting. Aunt Lydia is spitting. Freaking fresh. Okay, that's enough. Hold on. I just finished the chapter. Hold on. I'm about to spit some inconceivable facts. So I just ended the chapter and night came up and I was like, time to annotate. My saying my favorite part. And I was like, it's time for a good night. And I said, oh, what if it just called night? Because it's not a good night. Oh, my girl. Offline. Is it Offline? I don't even know. I can't remember. I can't remember the name. I can't do it. I know Offglen. But is it off? I could look, but I don't know where it is. Anyways, I just peeped that. Y'all tell me in the comments if I'm right. Y'all let me know. Because, oh, jeez, that would hit me. That would hit me hard. I would start to like this book. I'm sorry to say it, but it makes sense. I just had to let y'all know that. Because, woo! Chee-hoo! That was some insightful stuff. And I just need to let y'all know, because why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? I'm yelling now. I'm going to be there at the mayor. Okay, back to my day. Back to my night. Chapter 30. What? Okay, that all just happened way too fast. I finished it. It took me, I don't know what time it is. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I started around 1 o'clock, so it took me 4 hours. And I cried. Cried at the end, just because it all came together so seamlessly. So I cried for that. And then I also cried because she does not continue the story. There's not a second book continuing that story. And I get it, but I'm real sad about it. As for the book, I just think the way she wrote it was just so good. Like, she has, if you're wondering about the writing, she writes it in a way where the main character is pictured in a way that you're reading her diary. And then all of a sudden she's speaking to you, directly to you. It's like, whoa. And in a way, it's like you're also a handmaiden, and you're walking, strolling down the road, and she's like seeing if you're with the shits, really. She's taking a jab, and whispering to you at certain times, and all of a sudden she goes back to being normal, because she's walking back down to the area where y'all can't speak. It's very inviting in a way. It's very inviting. And from Jezebel, the chapter Jezebel forward, that's when I really got into it. I did take a break just because my legs were hurting from sitting so long. And the ending just made me, like, the last 2 pages, I literally cried while reading it. Because what do you mean? What do you mean, Mayday? That's all I'm gonna say. What? Come on. Come on. There are a few things that I wish she would have, like, made it more suspenseful or dive deeper into, but I feel like that is part of the story. It's part of the way to embrace yourself in this story and make it feel bigger and more real and include you more in not knowing certain things the same way as the FMC did, or experiencing a light that she has. Same thing. But it was really good. And here are all the tabs that I have for Aunt Lydia. Look at this. Hold on. You know what? You're just gonna have to deal with it. Look at that. I mean, it's not crazy, but just what Aunt Lydia says. Oh, Aunt Lydia. She come. Yeah. I'm finna read this at some point. I don't know when. I'm finna read just Aunt Lydia at some point, but I don't know when. And you'll get a rating at the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Holla! It's Friday night, and I'm from a place, if you got beef, you let your brand cry. Ask him where he's from, he's not a Scouser, he said Merseyside. I don't need no tick to buy me name to show I'm verified. Strap with it. No certificate, got nicked with it. I'm certified. What? Be flocky in the walk, he like 35. It's how to end a love story. I love this book like I love that song. I love this book like I love Wesley Snipes in Blade. Like I love Keanu Reeves in John Wick. Like I love Uhtred of Bebbanburg. Okay? I love this book. It will now be my second favorite book in the world of my life. Beloved being the first by Toni Morrison. And I love this book. How to End a Love Story is by Yulin Kwong. Okay? She does movies or involves herself in movies and TV series. And this is her first book. This book is about 2 people who went to high school together and now work together. And something happened in high school to where now she hates him and he puts up with it. He understands. Okay, there's dual POV, but it's not separate chapters, it's all together. There are plot twists or just little known facts that are brought up that it's not a stop and go, it's a continue. Okay? I love this book. Okay? It may not be a miscommunication trope like I love. It may not be a enemies to lovers per se, but it's just as good for me. For me. There are outside sources that could keep them from being together, and that's the part I'm on. I left myself on a cliffhanger. It's a standalone. I didn't need to do that, but I needed to, because it makes the books so much better. Okay, it makes the books so much better. And I really want to get into it. I really want to get into it. But first I have to read you this little quote. Because if you read it, you understand. But if you haven't, you must read to understand. This is my favorite quote of this book. He feels a sincere need to reach up to smooth out the crease of her brow. That's all I'm going to say. In the next clip, you'll see it updated. To what? I don't even know. JP. I did not read Friday night because my iPad was dead and so was my phone, and I can only charge one because I hate buying things when I need them, and so I'm not buying another iPad charger until I just get this vibe to buy an iPad charger, iPhone and Apple charger. So I went to sleep, and then I didn't wake up until I had to go. I got a shower, I got dressed, did my makeup, got all my art together. You know, I brought my books. I brought A People's History of the United States, as you know, and I brought How to End a Love Story. But here's the thing. I'm not reading this book in public. I'm not reading any romance in public. You seeing me kick my feet, me giggling, me being overzealous in public, that's not happening. It's not happening. Plus, I'm at an event, and that's unprofessional. People were talking to me. Family came, and I'm hanging out with them. So I did not read at all. So now I'm home. I have my snacks. I have this stout. I'm gonna say stout because not everyone knows what that is. This is my art. It's up there. They needed art. I said, yeah, dog. I bought a new pack of Mountain Dew because the pack that I drank was my uncle's. So I bought him a new pack, and then I got a Starry. And then I got these Giant Eagle milk chocolate covered mini pretzels. But I'm really down if anyone knows any good dark chocolate, straight cacao chocolate pretzels, because I need that with some coffee. I'm eating it up. So let's get into the video where I actually finished this book. Yeah. And maybe I'll let this run into Sunday because we already have a video that's going to be uploaded. So technically I can read another book for Sunday, but that would be over the week. We started this on Saturday, so technically this is the last day. So what do you think? What do you think? For future reference, because I'm deciding as I'm speaking that we're not gonna read another one for tomorrow. So let me know. Should I have finished one for tomorrow, or should we have just kept it a week? Let me know. But let's at least finish this one. I have 3 hours to finish this, but it'll probably be done in like 2, maybe 1.5 hours because I'm listening at 4x speed. Clock it. Because reading romance at a high pace, whoa, girl. You know. If you know, you know. I'm gonna have YouTube on in the background because my life loves to be overstimulated in any form of case. And I'm gonna read. Okay. JP. Okay. I have my second favorite quote from this book. I had to pause. I took a fucking Uber. You don't understand what's going on, but if you read it, yeah, that fucking ate. That ate down. I don't care. I slurped it up. Oh, now I'm not saying that Mr. Grant Shepherd is my book boyfriend. No way. I don't understand that, because quite literally they have a girlfriend in the book. I'm not gonna take it. Y'all are in love. I'm reading your love. I'm happy for the two of you. But I want the dialogue. I want the dialogue. I want to be. I took a fucking Uber. Quit playing. Don't play with me. Eats every time. So. 4 months later? What do you mean 4 months later? Y'all didn't get back together yet? No, that really hurts, because when you break up with someone and then you realize how long it's been, and sometimes even when you hate that person, sometimes you remember the old stuff, like when you realize it's been a while. What do you mean 4 months later? Y'all should have got back together by now. Y'all hurting for 4 months. 4 months. I want this book to be over. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. What do you mean you're not together? I like the idea of them not being together for a second book at this point. Because y'all need to be together. Y'all need to be together. I need to know how it works out in the end. Okay, this is not taking notes on my own life. This is just, I love when love resides. And it's not residing. They ended up in a bad situation. Ugh. That was great. I feel like I have to throw up. I can't believe it's over. It goes even further than I thought. It's great. It's a great book. It's a great book. I love this book. Guys, this is a great book. There should be a movie. There should be a movie. Like, I played this as a movie so well in my head. Like, this is such a good book. And I really thought they weren't gonna be together forever. The author did really well. The author did really well. And I'm surprised I'm not crying more. I'm surprised I'm not bawling my eyes out. But I've been waiting for like a week to bawl my eyes out, and now I'm not going to. I'm so sad it's over. I don't even want to read another love story. This was great. This was wonderful. Let's go rate some stuff. Let's get to rating. We have All About Love by Bell Hooks. I'm giving this a 2-point star because it's not a 1 point. It's not a 1 star, but it's not a 3 star. And I'm not doing it because it's a 3 star and it goes down 1. No, it's just a 2. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I'm giving it a 3 star because it is a 4 star. And How to End a Love Story is a 5 star because it should be a 6. It should be a 6. As for the points, based on relatability, complexity, pacing, engaging, vividness, effectiveness, inclusion, unconventional narrators, laughing, altering, recommending, foldability, and negative points if it's an onion boil and it makes me flinch, like trypophobia. Okay, so All About Love, I gave it a 1.15 star or point because I got half of a point at one occasion. Then we have The Handmaid's Tale, and I got that 1.6 points. Yeah. And How to End a Love Story got 4.4 points. In all, this was fun. I'm glad I got 3 more books out of the way this month. I'm very excited about that because I read 1 book in March, and that did not go well with my goal this year. My reading apps, my book apps were like, girl, you're real far behind. You need to fix that. You're never going to meet your goal. And I say to that, here's 3 more books. And it's only the 19th. I can do at least one more book. And I think that's going to be the new book that I got in this past book haul, or I'm going to finish Behind Her Eyes. I'm going to finish that, but my friend has not read it at all. So it's like, do I read it without you and then we never talk about it? Probably. It's fine. I'm not hurt by it. I just, it's whatever. It's cool. But I will say, I'm very glad that I finished these books. I'm very glad I did this video. It seemed very fun and time consuming. I feel like it's a little bit impractical just because it feels like there's a lot more steps to reading a book. At least when you are just reading the book, you can take it wherever you are and you can read it. Whereas this, for me, I have to read on my iPad because there's no way I'm reading on my phone. I'm listening on my phone. And then when I'm doing things, I can't listen to audiobooks and do things. That's just not my thing. I have to sit down. But at least when I'm reading, I can go for a walk and read. I can take it with me. People aren't going to interrupt me. They know that I'm reading a book. So that's how I feel about it. I wish I read some more books, but I'm not mad at it. If you find that I cheated and did not in fact read 3 audiobooks, I'd say touche, because I did read half of them. 2 halves. Not even 2 halves. I read a half, a quarter, and a whole. What's that? 1.75? Technically, I didn't even read 2 books. But this is not your video. This is not your life. Get one, babes. That was a little mean. I'm sorry. I just wanted to sound cool. I just wanted something to rhyme. But I'm gonna go watch YouTube videos, scroll on TikTok, because I need to get my fix. I need to get motivated. And Cody and James really do that for me. If y'all see this, yeah, over and out.